Have you ever wondered why your brain won't stop racing even when your body feels tired? Why you lie in bed exhausted, but your thoughts keep spinning like a broken record? Why, even after a vacation or a weekend off, you still feel mentally drained and emotionally heavy? Let me tell you something few people are talking about. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are mentally exhausted, and this exhaustion doesn't come from what you've done, but from how overloaded your brain has become. Modern life has trained us to believe that productivity equals worth. That if you aren't doing, achieving, or hustling, you're falling behind. So your brain, trying to keep up, runs multiple mental tabs at once. Unfinished tasks, future worries, emotional baggage, social media comparisons, the endless noise of "I should be doing more." But here's the truth, backed by neuroscience. Your brain isn't designed to process everything at once. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and organization, has limited energy each day. When it's overloaded, it shuts down. That's why you feel mentally foggy, emotionally irritable, physically tired even after resting, unable to focus on what really matters. This isn't laziness. It's cognitive fatigue. And there's more. When your mind is cluttered, your spirit becomes distant. You disconnect from your inner peace, your purpose, and your truth. You live in survival mode, trying to get through the day, not really living it. Spiritually, this disconnect shows up as constant anxiety without clear reason, feeling like life has no meaning, numbness even during happy moments, a longing for silence you can't seem to find. Your soul is exhausted from running a life that isn't aligned with your peace. Mental exhaustion feeds spiritual disconnection, and spiritual disconnection feeds mental exhaustion. It becomes a vicious cycle. Your mind races, so you can't find peace. Without peace, your brain never rests. Without rest, your life feels stuck in chaos. Most people try to fix this with more productivity, more goals, more books, more planners, more routines. But what your brain and soul are really asking for is less noise, more presence. Your brain doesn't need more information. It needs space. Space to process emotions, space to breathe between thoughts, space to reconnect with what matters. Neuroscience shows that silence, mindfulness, and intentional rest restore your brain's executive functions. It's not laziness, it's recovery. And spiritually, silence isn't emptiness. It's where you hear your true self. Again, it's where your soul rests and realigns. Before we go further, pause for 30 seconds. Right now, close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath. Ask yourself gently, what noise is filling my mind right now? What do I truly need at this moment? More action or more silence? You might be surprised by what your soul whispers in the stillness. In this video, we're going to explore how to create this mental and spiritual space every day, not through complicated habits, but through simple, powerful shifts that restore your clarity. You'll learn how your brain finds rest through micropauses, how spiritual alignment clears your emotional fog, practical exercises to reset your mind in minutes, a guided meditation to help you disconnect from mental chaos and reconnect with your inner peace. Right now, reflect on this. Where in your life are you saying yes to things that exhaust your mind and spirit? What would it feel like to say no and protect your peace? Because the life you long for isn't waiting on the next task. It's waiting on your clarity. Stay with me. We'll dive into the neuroscience of organization and the spiritual power of silence asterisk. So, what does it really mean to organize your mind? Is it about writing endless to-do lists? Color-coding your calendar? Forcing your thoughts into control? No, true mental organization isn't about control. It's about creating clarity and flow between your thoughts, your emotions, and your spirit. Let's start with your brain. Your mind operates on executive functions, a set of mental skills located in the prefrontal cortex. These skills allow you to focus on what matters, prioritize your actions, manage your emotional responses, solve problems with creativity. But when your brain is flooded with too many demands, these executive functions break down. It's like trying to write a book with 100 browser tabs open. Nothing flows. You feel stuck, overwhelmed, and scattered. Mental organization is about closing those mental tabs. It's about training your brain to recognize what's essential, let go of what's noise, create space for clear, focused action. Now, what does spirituality have to do with this? Everything, because a clear mind without a clear soul still feels empty. Spiritual organization is not about strict rituals or perfect habits. It's about aligning your daily life with your deeper purpose. It's about asking yourself, does this bring me peace? Does this align with my values? Is this how I want to spend my energy? When your spirit is cluttered with unresolved fears, attachments, and people-pleasing, your mind becomes a battlefield. But when your soul is aligned, your thoughts naturally follow. You stop wasting mental energy on things that don't matter. Spiritual clarity simplifies your mental landscape. Most people try to organize only one side. They plan their week but ignore their heart. They meditate but live in total disorganization. But when your brain and your soul work together, life changes. Your thoughts become lighter. Your emotions settle. Your actions feel guided, not forced. This is where abundance lives. In the intersection of clarity and purpose, many people misunderstand mental clarity as control. But control is exhausting. Alignment is freeing. When your mind and soul are aligned, you don't need to control everything. You simply know what your next right step is. Neuroscience supports this. When your brain organizes itself around meaningful goals, your energy increases, your anxiety decreases, and your creativity expands. Every morning, ask yourself, what is essential today? Not urgent, not expected by others. Essential. Write down 1 to 3 things. That's it. This small act trains your prefrontal cortex to filter noise and focus your energy. Where am I spending energy that no longer serves my peace? Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is say no. No to distractions. No to emotional chaos. No to people who drain you. Spiritual clarity often begins with subtraction, not addition. Pause now and reflect. How would your energy feel? How would your relationships change? How would your work flow with more ease? You don't need a perfect life to have peace. You need an organized inner world. I'll share practical exercises to help you start organizing your mind and spirit today. Simple steps, no overwhelm, no pressure. Because peace is not something you earn. It's something you create space for. Now that you understand why your mind feels exhausted and how clarity comes from alignment, let's talk about what really changes your life. Daily practices, not complicated routines, not overwhelming systems. Simple, powerful habits that restore mental clarity and spiritual peace. Let's divide them into two parts: mental organization, neuroscience-based, spiritual alignment, inner peace practices. Your brain thrives on small, clear decisions. Here's how to give it what it needs. 1. Morning mental reset. 5 minutes each morning. Before checking your phone, sit in silence and write these 3 questions in a notebook. What are my top 3 priorities today? What can I release from my mind this morning? What energy do I want to carry into my day? This activates your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that manages clarity, focus, and intention. You're not starting your day on autopilot. You're training your brain to lead your life with purpose. 2. Mental decluttering ritual. 5 minutes before bed. At the end of your day, pause and reflect. What drained my energy today? What brought me joy or peace? What lesson did I learn from today's challenges? This small practice helps your brain process emotional overload before sleep, improving your rest and focus the next day. Mental rest is built during your day, not only when you sleep. 3. The one-task rule. Multitasking is a myth. Your brain cannot fully focus on multiple things at once. It switches rapidly, which drains mental energy. Start with one habit. Finish one task before starting another. Even if it's small, like making coffee, replying to an email, or folding clothes. This simple focus strengthens your cognitive clarity and reduces overwhelm. Mental clarity without spiritual peace still leaves you restless. Here are some soul alignment practices to reconnect with your inner calm. 1. The morning values reminder. Each morning, ask yourself, what value do I want to embody today? Kindness, patience, authenticity, courage. Write it somewhere you'll see throughout your day: your mirror, phone screen, or planner. Let this value guide your choices more than your to-do list. 2. The 5-minute sacred silence once a day. Turn off the noise. No phone, no conversations, no stimulation. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. Breathe deeply. Feel what's happening inside you without judgment. This isn't wasting time. It's restoring your soul. Silence creates the space where peace can speak. Again. 3. The grateful heart closure before you sleep. Place your hand on your heart and say, I release what I cannot control. I am grateful for today's lessons. Tomorrow, I invite peace to guide me. Spiritual clarity is not having perfect days. It's learning to find peace, even in the imperfections. Bonus practice: 10-minute daily alignment. Ritual. Want to combine mind and spirit in one simple practice? Here's a ritual to start or end your day with intention. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. Take 3 deep breaths, relaxing your body and slowing your thoughts. Write in your journal: 1 mental task to organize today. 1 emotional clutter you're releasing. 1 spiritual intention for the day. Close your eyes and repeat: my mind is clear. My soul is calm. My life is aligned. I welcome peace and abundance. This rewires your brain for clarity and opens your energy to flow. What happens when you practice this consistently? Your mind stops racing. Your decisions feel lighter. Your energy lasts longer through the day. You stop living in reaction mode and start living intentionally. This is where abundance begins, not in doing more, but in creating space for clarity to flow. Stop waiting for a breakdown to start organizing your life. Most people wait until burnout forces them to pause. But why wait for exhaustion when you can choose peace today? Start where you are, with what you have, without pressure. If all you can do today is sit for 3 minutes in silence, that's enough. Consistency matters more than perfection. Before the meditation, a gentle invitation. I'll guide you through a powerful meditation with affirmations designed to calm your nervous system, rewire your brain for clarity, align your mind and soul for abundance. But first, pause for a moment right now. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what one practice from today will I start doing? Pick one, just one, and begin there. Guided meditation plus affirmations to rewire your mind for peace and abundance. Now, it's time to pause. Not just to listen, but to feel. Not just to understand, but to integrate. This meditation is not about emptying your mind. It's about reconnecting with your inner clarity and giving your brain and soul a space to rest, recharge, and realign. Every word, every pause, every breath you take here helps rewire your neural pathways, creating new circuits of peace, calm, and focus. Let's begin. Find a quiet space where you can sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes softly. Place your hands on your heart or resting on your lap. Take a deep, slow breath in. Hold it gently. And exhale slowly, letting go of all the tension in your body. Again, inhale peace. Exhale stress. Allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. There's nowhere else you need to be. Imagine your mind as a large, cluttered room. Papers scattered everywhere. Thoughts racing across the walls. Noise. Distractions. Overwhelm. Now visualize yourself walking calmly into this room. One by one, you pick up the thoughts that don't serve you today. You place them in a drawer, gently closing it. See the space becoming clearer, brighter, quieter. Feel the weight lifting from your mind. A soft light fills this space, the light of mental clarity. Your thoughts settle. Your energy balances. Your mind becomes your sanctuary again. Now shift your attention to your heart. Imagine a gentle light glowing in the center of your chest. This is your soul, wise, calm, and present. Feel this light expanding, filling your chest, your body, and the space around you. In this light, there is no pressure to be perfect. There is only presence, only peace. Let this light organize your energy, releasing what drains you and nourishing what sustains you. You are safe. You are enough. You are guided. Now, mentally repeat these affirmations after me. Let them echo through your mind and soul. Don't force belief. Just allow them to land softly. My mind is clear and focused. My soul is calm and aligned. I release what no longer serves my peace. I welcome clarity and abundance into my life. I choose peace over chaos. I trust my inner wisdom to guide my steps. I am worthy of calm, joy, and fulfillment. Every day, my brain rewires itself for clarity and purpose. I am already enough, just as I am. Breathe deeply and feel these words becoming part of your inner language. They are not just affirmations. They are new neural pathways forming. Now, allow the words to fade into silence. Stay here for a few breaths. Simply notice how you feel without judgment. Let the silence integrate the clarity you've created. This stillness is not emptiness. It's the space where transformation happens. Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if you need to. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes, but carry this calm with you as you return to your day. Let this clarity guide your actions, your words, and your thoughts. You didn't just relax. You rewired your brain for peace. You reconnected with your soul's alignment. You created space for abundance to enter your life. Neuroplasticity works through small, consistent moments like this. And spiritual clarity grows when you give yourself permission to pause. To make this change last. Practice this meditation daily, even if only for a few minutes. Repeat the affirmations when your mind feels noisy. Protect your peace as the most sacred part of your day. I'll share a final motivational message and a gentle invitation to reflect on your life. But before we move on, pause for one last breath and thank yourself for showing up for your mind and soul today. You've just taken a step toward peace. A small, quiet, and powerful step. But peace is not something you find once and never lose again. Peace is something you choose over and over. Every day. Your mind will get noisy again. Your thoughts will try to pull you back to chaos. The world will demand your attention in 1,000 directions. But now you know something deeper. You can pause. You can reset. You can return to your center. Your practice for this week, I invite you to practice what you learned here, not perfectly, not rigidly, but gently, like a conversation with your soul. Every morning, ask yourself, what is essential for today? Every night, reflect, what can I let go of before I sleep? During your day, take 5 minutes of silence, even if your mind resists. And when the chaos returns, because it will, breathe, close your eyes, and remember, peace is always one breath away. Here, on the Sacred Brain, we walk this path together every single day. This is not a place of quick fixes or shallow motivation. This is a sacred space of daily practices where neuroscience meets spirituality, where clarity meets compassion. Every day, we publish new videos to help you calm your mind when life feels too loud. Rewire your thoughts with intention and kindness. Build a routine of peace, not just productivity. Discover simple neuroscience-backed tools to create a lighter, freer life. Realign your actions with your values and purpose. You don't need to do this alone. You don't need to figure it all out by yourself. This channel is your refuge, your daily reminder that you are not your chaos. You are your calm. You are your clarity. You are your presence. Why keep coming back? Because transformation doesn't happen in a single moment. It happens in the quiet repetition of new choices. The first time you pause instead of react. The second time you choose peace over overthinking. The third time you start your day in silence instead of rushing. And slowly your mind softens. Your days feel lighter. Your life opens. Keep coming back to this space whenever you feel lost. This is your reminder. You can start again. Today, tomorrow, always. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me, What part of your mind feels most cluttered today? Which practice from today's video are you going to try this week? Your voice matters here. This is not just my journey, it's ours. Let the music continue before you leave. Don't rush. Stay here, in this quiet space, for a few more minutes. Let the music continue playing. Let your mind and your soul integrate what you felt. This is where the healing deepens, not in the words, but in the silence after them. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Stay. You don't have to earn peace. You don't have to fix yourself to be worthy of rest. You don't have to be perfect to deserve clarity. You are enough in your tiredness, in your noise, in your searching. But you don't have to stay where you are. You can choose a different path, a path of kindness toward yourself, a path of gentle discipline, a path of creating space where your mind and soul can breathe again. I will be here waiting for you in the next video, tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Because this is not a one-time journey. This is a lifelong return to your sacred brain, your sacred heart, your sacred life. See you in the next practice. Until then, stay in the silence. Stay in the light. Stay in your truth. Let the music hold you for a little while longer. You deserve this pause.